Welcome back to the Personal Foul Podcast. I am your host, Colton. Yes, sir. Alongside me is my co-host, Phil. How the heck are you, good sir? I know late show tonight, honestly, latest ever. I can't believe we actually squeezed in the show this week, but I know you have been wanting one. I know the fans, our 5 fans that tune in every week, wanted a show.
Fans are fired up.
So we'll squeeze it in, and our no viewers will squeeze it in to get a show in. But I appreciate you working with me late. Sorry, been a busy week with trying to get in the house, getting the stuff done with the house. And
how is the house?
House is coming along just fine. Actually looks really, really good. I know we're both excited. So, yeah, I've played handyman and plumber this week, so it's been fun. And she's done a great job cleaning everything to make the house nice and spiffy and organize all the cabinets and get all of the kitchen stuff that we got from the bridal shower inside the home. So she's done a great job. So shout out to my wife for her lovely help. But again, we'll quick get a show in. So I appreciate you working with me and didn't want to disappoint you not having a show. So here we are. We'll bang in a show real quick. And we'll get right to it, hot and heavy. Actually, anything from you? I don't want to cut you off and jump right in. Anything from you?
No. I know you don't want to be too long. I know you got work to do. I'm happy you graced us with your presence for a few minutes. So I'll let you, go into the games and, we'll talk about the firings and, everything that's gone on in the college football world. We'll try to pack it all in for you.
Yeah, we'll try to squeeze it in, and we'll start off with the NFL and Saturday's games. Buccaneers, Panthers, possibly for the NFC South. Buccaneers win, big game, but it relies on Sunday's matchup with the Falcons and Saints. We'll get to that in a minute, how that ended up. Seahawks win the number 1 overall seed for the NFC. You wanted that game on in primetime. You got it Saturday night. Barn burner of 13-3. Seattle wins. And they are the number 1 seed and gets a bye for the NFC. We head to Sunday, a bunch of meaningless games, including the Giants blowing their first overall pick chances and second overall pick chances. They win 34-17 over the bum Cowboys. Sorry, Targanato, your team sucks. Speaking of the other New York team, the New York Jets round up their garbage season with a 35-8 ass beating from Mitchell Trubisky and the Buffalo Bills. By the way, the Jets keeping Aaron Glenn is absolutely embarrassing from the Jets. This guy has done nothing to build the culture of this team. This team's gotten absolutely embarrassed every single game this season outside of 2. Jets suck. Aaron Glenn sucks.
And a quick tidbit on the Jets season in a nutshell, the Jets had 0 interceptions on defense. The first time in an entire season where no one had an interception on a team since 1932. To put it in perspective, the Jets were not named until 1935.
Holy cow! We have a viewer at 11 o'clock.
Lou Sasso, huge Steeler fan, and I know he wants to talk. See, this is a fan who's been waiting for this show this week. He demands Steeler talk this week, and we will accommodate you, Lou. Enough of the Jet talk. They're a disaster. They get the number 2 pick.
They do indeed, and the Jets suck. We continue to the AFC South. Texans win 38-30 over the Colts. Cleveland again F's up their draft pick. They win 20-18 over the Bengals. Myles Garrett gets the sack record.
Yes.
Nice dive from Joe Burrow. Congratulations, Myles Garrett. Falcons, we teased the Falcons a few minutes ago. Falcons being a big game here, big A's, Atlanta Falcons having a big favor here for the NFC South title. Falcons win 19-17, which means the Buccaneers win on Saturday meant nothing. Panthers are in, and that is the NFC South because someone had to win it. Minnesota wins 16-3 over the Green Bay Packers, who rested Jordan Love and company in a meaningless game as they were locked into the 7th seed going into the this weekend. Jaguars win 41-7 over the Tennessee Titans to lock up the AFC South. Rams win 37-20. Buccaneers lock up the number 1 seed. Did I say the Buccaneers? I mean the Broncos. The Denver Broncos, lock up the number 1 seed, beating the Chargers 19-3. Raiders locked in the number 1 overall pick with the Giants winning in the 1 o'clock window So the Raiders were able to actually go out and win the game over the Kansas City Chiefs 14-12. Patriots lock up the AFC East a few weeks ago. They had a shot to get the 1 seed with a slip-up. The slip-up did not happen. They win 38-10 over the Miami Dolphins. Mike McDaniel fired. I was kind of going to round up all the coaching fires, including Raheem Morris from the Falcons, along with others. Would you like to talk about McDaniel here, or would you like me to round up?
We can save that for the next segment.
Okay, so
continue.
Patriots win 38-10. Commanders win 24-17 over the Eagles. Lions win 19-16 over the Bears. And the Pittsburgh Steelers play a very big game, Sunday Night Football, winner take all for the AFC North, because, again, someone had to win this division. And the Pittsburgh Steelers win it in a freaking barn burner over the Ravens. I guarantee you probably one of the most exciting Steelers-Raven games you'll see in a very long time as far as the back and forth, left and right hook from both teams. Lamar Jackson kind of turned back the clock looking like Lamar Jackson of old, the MVP Lamar Jackson that everyone's been waiting for this season. It showed up Sunday night, but don't worry. Aaron Rodgers was still here to play, folks, and Aaron Rodgers wheeled and dealed with no DK Metcalf, let him right down the field. No timeouts, don't you worry. Aaron Rodgers has it in his locker. And Steelers win 26-14, a missed extra point from Boswell. Opened the door on a block, by the way. So it was blocked for the box scores. I don't think there was a slight hand on it. I don't give a shit. It's an extra point. Make it Boswell. Holy Toledo. As he made 4 straight, and he missed a big one. Big return from the Ravens to start off that drive to win the game. And they're damn near at midfield, and I'm sitting here looking. I'm like, what? The game's over. I'm like, they're done. They're toast. And the Ravens decided to have some funky play call, get a false start penalty, and it leads to a 4th and 7. And right there, it is all for the taking for Jalen Ramsey to punch the ball loose. It's what they made the trade for him for. And don't worry, he swings and a miss on the football. And Isaiah Likely makes the big catch, sets up a Tyler Loop field goal attempt for him to shank it right off the rip. It wasn't even close. I didn't even have to once a bit. It was gone. It was that looked like me on the damn driving range. Far right. See you later. That one never had a chance from Tyler Loop. Steelers win the division 26-24, and now DK Metcalf is reinstated into the Pittsburgh Steelers as they head to Monday Night Football in the playoffs. Phil, thoughts on Week 18? What caught your eye?
My first thought is watching the gleam in your eye as you exasperated that story. You said that so eloquently, how the Ravens went down, how your arch rival went down the toilet. And as much as it pains you all year, because I know how much you hate Tomlin, you can't stand him. I know right now, in your heart, you're saying to yourself, I thank God I have Mark Tomlin as my head coach because he beat my division rivals. Oh, don't you dare go there. Because Tomlin did a hell of a job this year. You have to give him his due. And you know what?
He did such a good job letting he did
such a field goal, he probably gets fired.
Correct. So he did such a good job of letting Zay Flowers just walk wide open for a touchdown pass that you could even freaking make the second one. God, he was wide open. There was not a soul near him. You could have underthrew it. You could have overthrew it. You could have left that thing 5 yards short of him. He still would have caught it and walked in the end zone. That's how wide open he was. So no, this is why I have an issue with Mike Tomlin and the Steelers, because there is no one on that receiving core for the Baltimore Ravens that scares anybody. Yet the only guy that has a pulse in the receiving room in Zay Flowers walks wide open twice. Embarrassing, and that just proves to you time and time again this guy sucks at coaching, and I want him gone. I do not care.
Here's
the
problem. Pittsburgh's going to win this week, and they're going to win big because I do not trust C.J. Stroud in a big spot. In Pittsburgh, in a playoff game, no chance. I love Pittsburgh this week. Lou Sasso, take the money and run this week, Lou. Oh, Pittsburgh's going to be all black and gold this week. And that win alone is going to make sure Mike Tomlin stays next year. There's no chance of him leaving, and that's what's going to crush you. I don't know what's going to happen in 2 weeks. I do have a feeling, and I don't know why, the Steelers are going to go on a run. They have a very experienced quarterback. They still have a very good defense. They have a very decent head coach. I know how you can't stand him, but they have a very good running game. And not Warren. What's the other running back there? Gainwell.
Kenneth-
Lamar. Where the hell was this 2 weeks ago when I need you in the Super Bowl? You sons of bitches. I know. I get goose eggs out of you. Damn yous. How dare you cost me a title? Well, short and show. I'll get into that another day. But Pittsburgh, and it's going to happen. They're going to go far because I think Buffalo is probably the only other chance that can get to the Super Bowl. And I don't like them in Jacksonville this week. So I think you're going to have Pittsburgh going very far, probably to the championship game, making it to Denver. And there's no way you can fire Tomlin on that point. There's no way he's leaving because he's winning this week. I do not like Houston at all. That's a terrible, terrible matchup for Houston. That was the one matchup I didn't like for them. And now Tomlin is going to be stuck with you for another year. And for you too, Lusasso.
Yeah, we shall see. We'll get into those matchups here shortly.
Yes.
Let's get a roundup of the coaching fires. Raheem Morris out in Atlanta, Kevin Stefanski out in Cleveland, Pete Carroll out in Las Vegas, and Jonathan Gannon out in Arizona. And the two big ones, your Miami Dolphins firing Mike McDaniel, and the biggest of the lot, one John Harbaugh getting fired out of Baltimore. Floor is yours. Your team made the coaching decision, and I think personally it was triggered off of John Harbaugh getting fired because all the reports were saying they were keeping McDaniel, and I think as soon as the Ravens made the move, I mean it was shortly after the Miami Dolphins got rid of Mike McDaniel. Floor is yours on your.
I disagree with you. You know, the Dolphins started off 2-7, and all of a sudden they're playing all the garbage teams. And here they come. And, there was that big dip against Baltimore when they got absolutely blown out on national TV. The crowd went completely apeshit. And Mr. Greer, who did a terrible job with the franchise, got fired. All of a sudden, they're playing more bad teams again. There was a little blip in Pittsburgh, but they kept winning, beating up the crappy teams. And then came New England, and they got absolutely embarrassed again. And a lot of people, that was a national game. A lot of people watched that game because everyone wants to see New England. And Ross was not happy after that game. All that hard work McDaniel did went right down the toilet. And he was gone after that game. I know it wasn't announced, but it sure as hell was announced after Harbaugh got fired. And you are going to see John Harbaugh in Miami. And I'm going to tell you why. Everyone keeps saying the Giants this. And, he's going to go here, he's going to go there. They all have GMs. Miami does not have a GM. Miami will give Harbaugh power to do whatever the hell he wants, and he will be a Dolphin. It's not going to be tomorrow. It'll probably play out in a few weeks or whatever. But you will see Harbaugh in Miami. Ross is going to throw boatloads of money at him. He needs a consistent coach. He needs a coach that's not a ham and egger like these bums that he keeps hiring. He's not going to hire one of these hot coordinators that keep falling on their faces. He's going to find someone with experience, someone who has a ring, someone who has a winning record, someone who knows how to coach. And that's John Harbaugh, and he will be in Miami.
Yeah, I think it would be a good hire for them. Problem is, I think the Giants' job's attractive.
It's attractive, but there's a GM there in place already. And Harbaugh's at that stage of his career where he doesn't want to answer to anybody anymore. There's no GM in Miami. You are going to see him getting, I don't know if he'll get dual powership, but he's going to get a lot more power in Miami than he would with the Giants. And the Maras don't hand off power to anybody. They didn't do it with Belichick. They didn't do it with Parcells. They just don't do that type of thing. That's not their style. And I think Harbaugh, he's long in the tooth now. He wants to do things his way. He doesn't want a GM telling him what to do. He wants a yes man, pretty much. And I think he's going to get that in Miami.
We shall see. So we do have a Beat the Genius winner. Is this going through the playoffs for the everyone? I know ours we always pick through the playoffs, or is it on in the regular season? It's
regular season. I'll be fair. I think Alex won it, right?
He did indeed win it. Mike Bauer had the worst week of the season for him. Alex goes 33-21 to win it. Mike Bauer.
21, that's some nice coin he would have made.
33-21 for Alex. Mike Bauer, 30-24. My father started from the depths of hell, came all the way back to go 28-26. Shout out to my father. Karen Warren sucks. Ray Trimble sucks. You suck. I suck. And that's kind of where we're at.
But where did you and I finish off?
We are tied at 26.
Tied. Oh, we're going to the playoffs, baby.
I think we have to ride ours out the rest of the way, I think.
Absolutely.
We shall indeed. So shout out to our champion, Alex.
Yes. 30-pack coming to Alex.
30-pack to Alex. So congratulations to one Alex 1. And it is time for Beat the Genius. Phil, what are your picks? Are we picking all of these games?
Like, no, we're going to pick all the games. This is the playoffs. This is what it's all about. You pick all the games. That's what men do. That's right. Now, since you told me 3 minutes before the show started that we're having a show, I was not prepared.
That's fine. I can give you. We'll do it.
Give me the lines.
We'll start off. We'll buzz through this. We'll start off with the Saturday contest here. Okay. LA at Carolina. Oh my God, I can't believe this is that big of a spread. Rams 10.5-point road favorites. Wow.
I mean, the Rams are going to win, not by 10.5. I've always said the Rams always have a hard time when they go to the East Coast. I mean, look what they did with Atlanta on Monday night there a couple weeks ago. That was, I don't know what it is. They'll win the game. I can't see them covering. I will take Carolina. Carolina will not beat the Panthers this week, though.
Carolina will not.
Carolina 10.5.
Carolina will not beat the Panthers. We head to the Saturday night game. Bears hosting their division rivals, the Green Bay Packers.
Do you want to pick while I pick, or do you want to go back and do your own picks?
I also I don't know if I said I am also riding. No, we'll go in the same games. I am also riding with the Carolina Panthers at plus 10.5. They're not winning this game by any chance. Yeah. Even though the Rams have struggled as of late. I don't. It might be a Devontae Adams thing. Who they're going to get?
It's definitely an Adams thing. Is Adams playing this week?
Yes, he's going to be back.
He is playing. Oh, well. Oof.
I don't think. I still don't think they cover the 10.5.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Bears are home dogs here at 1.5 in a pick 'em with the Packers. Phil, floor is yours.
I can't understand why that line is so close. Love has not played in a month. I know Love is playing. There's going to be a little bit of rust. There's no Micah Parsons. That defense has been god-awful. Mm-hmm. I mean, the Bears, they haven't had a home playoff game in a long time. I don't even need the points. I think the Bears are going to win straight up.
Yeah, I'm rocking with you, too. I already wrote that in as soon as I saw it. Yeah, I'm taking the Packers.
Yeah.
I'm in the Bears plus 1.5. Yeah.
No Jim Sloan playoffs for you this year.
The fact that they are home dogs to the Packers, is kind of nuts to me. So, go make your coin taking the Bears straight up because I think that's kind of crazy. Yeah. We head to Sunday in a pick'em here. Bills traveling to Jacksonville. 1:00 game. Jacksonville 1.5 points favorite in a pick'em for the AFC South winners. Your pick.
I'm really surprised this was the 1:00 game. I thought this was going to be like a Saturday night game or a Sunday, maybe even a Monday night game.
Yeah. By the way, Patriots Chargers Sunday night. That is
awful
game. Golly, that one should have got
lost. Jaguars.
That one should be or Niners Eagles.
Or even Niners Eagles. Yeah.
This is a terrible Sunday night game. I don't know why NBC.
Yeah, that made no sense.
Correct. Staying on topic, Jacksonville hosting Buffalo. Your pick here.
I mean, I love the over in that game. Probably 72 or something like that.
It's 51.5.
51.5. That's it. Mm-hmm. Oh my God, I love the over. And I mean that screams 40-35 or something like that. The Jaguars had a rough draw with this. So it's like the one team you don't want to play. They're going to be in nice weather. Cook has been on fire. I mean, my heart is saying take the Jaguars. My head is saying take the Bills. I'm going to go with the home team. I think they've been on a magical ride lately, and I'm going to stick with the Jaguars. Lawrence has been, he's been what Lawrence has been billed at 5 years ago. So I'm going to take him. I would not be surprised if the Bills won this game, though.
Yeah, this is where we're going to have our first difference maker here. I'm taking the Buffalo Bills plus 1.5. This AFC playoff pitcher has a lot of inexperience, starting with one Trevor Lawrence. Not saying the Bills have played great football because they kind of haven't. They've kind of like sputtered. The offense hasn't really put up a ton of points. But Josh Allen has probably the most experience in the lot here for the playoffs outside of Aaron Rodgers in the AFC. Give me the Buffalo Bills plus 1.5. Bills Mafia travels well. Are there any fans in Duval? I know if we were
Justin Mayer will be there on Sunday.
Justin's going?
Yeah, they give the military free. I don't know if they're going to do it for the playoffs, but they give the military free tickets for every Jags home game.
Because
so
they have
to continue that.
Because they have to give tickets away. And not a shot at our military men and women. They absolutely should get free tickets.
No, because they get blacked out then if they don't.
Correct. So they should.
It's a win-win. I like that.
I would agree with you. Jacksonville also has no fans. So
no.
Dilly Dilly. Speaking of Dilly Dilly, we head to the city of Philly. Give me Niners, Eagles. Eagles 6.5 favorites at home, 4:30 start. Your thoughts on this contest?
Well, you got to see which Niner team shows up. Is it going to be the ones that were putting points up on, the Rams and the Seahawks and the Bears, or is it going to be the clunker they threw last week against the Seahawks game last week? I was shocked at how bad San Francisco played. The team goes the way McCaffrey goes. I can't see San Francisco going east. They never do well in Philly. I think Philly's going to rout them. Go Birds, Ray Trimble.
We're going to differ again here. I picked their sorry asses Saturday night against Seattle. They do get George Kittle back this week. McCaffrey a little healthier, possibly going in this one. It's a tough one. The Eagles front is gross. I just don't trust the Eagles offense. They haven't played great.
I think Barkley wakes up this week.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I'm going to take the Niners plus the 6 points. I wouldn't be shocked if we come back with the egg on my face, but Philly hasn't looked great.
They haven't. They really haven't. But Carter's healthy, as healthy as he can be, and he's going to be right there in the middle to stop McCaffrey. I think that's going to be the difference in the game.
Very well could be. We head to Sunday Night Football. Again, a kind of wacky game here. I don't love it. Patriots hosting the Los Angeles Chargers. Patriots 3.5-point favorites here, Phil. Are you taking the AFC East champs to beat the Chargers?
Oh, man, that's a tough game. I hate that it's going to be cold and nasty up in New England, and that favors the Patriots. The Chargers got a really tough draw on this one. They should have won one of their last couple games. They wouldn't have been in this position. But I think it's hard to go against the Patriots right now. So I got to take the Patriots. They should win by 4. And I know you love May, so you're going to probably take the Patriots as well.
I do love May. Him and Trevor Lawrence carried me to a title. So shout out Tyler Granado again for the lovely Drake May. I'm taking the Patriots minus 3.5. Chargers haven't played great ball. That's another team that hasn't played great going into the dance. Drake May has made a ginormous late push for MVP. Honestly, if you're going to ask me favorite, I think it'd be Drake May as my MVP favorite. I mean, we're talking about a team that
stop. Come on. Stafford is the MVP. In fact, it's on my list. That I have my year-end list, but I got to wait till next week because it's so late and I know you have other things to do. But if Stafford's not MVP, it's an absolute crime. 46 touchdowns this guy had. 46. He's 39 years old. And it's not even close. It should be Stafford.
How many running touchdowns did Drake May have this year?
Who cares?
Sorry to tell you, total touchdowns matter, my friend.
Oh, total touchdowns. You don't have 46 combined.
He's got 31 passing touchdowns.
How many running? 4, 5?
Let me see. Let me see. Look at you. Look at you. Rushing. He had 4 touchdowns and 450 yards this season.
Yeah.
Alrighty. I might have to give it to your boy Stafford.
Oh, gee, you think?
You know what? I'm also taking into consideration. We're talking about a team that won their division. We're also talking about a team in the Rams. I think the Rams backdoored themselves into second place in the division. They did with the 49ers losing. I'm also talking about a team with New England. I wanted this to be a short show, so I'm going to keep this short. We're talking about a team in New England that went from the depths of hell and the tubes in the toilet, kind of like in Cleveland territory, to winning the AFC East that everyone chalked up beginning of the season. Easy, pencil in, Bills. And they steamrolled this division. They steamrolled the AFC. I think that has to go into play as well for what they've done. But whatever. I got Stafford put up the numbers that he's put up. I just think Drake May has
that running game is impressive. Vrabel made a huge – if anybody's an MVP, it's Vrabel because he made a huge difference in that team. And that's what I'm hoping Harbaugh does for Miami next year. Yes, I'm calling it right now. Harbaugh's
you're penciling it in. I'll give it to you if you get it right, man. Now we head to Monday Night Football. Steelers have an incredible streak on Monday Night Football. They don't lose on Monday night. Houston's coming in on a heater. I think 9 straight wins. Something's got to give. A streak is going down here. Steelers on Monday night. They are 3-point dogs at home against the Texans. Phil, what is your pick?
They're underdogs?
The Steelers are dogs at home, yes.
Oh, my God. Bet the house on Pittsburgh. Holy shit. I can't believe that. That's not even close. No, Aaron Rodgers is going to find a way to win. Especially with Metcalf back.
Keeping it short, I like it, Phil. The problem is with me here is I think they do have a chance in winning this game. The problem is anytime I feel confident about the Steelers, I always come back with an egg on my face. So I should take the Texans knowing that I feel this way. But they brought in Aaron Rodgers for games like this. If the Steelers can keep him upright, that's what it comes down to. If the Steelers can keep Aaron upright and he's not sacked every 5 seconds, he goes back to pass the football, the Steelers will win this game. If they cannot keep Aaron up at all, this game is toast. We'll put it in the books. But I am taking the Pittsburgh Steelers +3. I can't believe I'm doing it. I should take the Texans as an emotional hedge, knowing that I'm this confident or kind of like feel good about the Steelers. I wouldn't say I'm confident.
At the house.
Yeah, I don't know about that. But I'm going to take the Steelers +3 Monday night. Steelers' first home playoff game in years. Hopefully the fans are up for it because it was the first time in a while that I felt like the stadium was rocking Sunday night against the Ravens. So hopefully that translates into Monday Night Football.
I think that will continue.
Steelers.
I don't like Stroud in the big spot.
Yeah, if the Steelers can keep the top on, which they haven't been able to keep the top on because Save Flowers blew the top off. But if they can keep the lid on and not get beat for big plays, I think the Steelers win the game. I think it's a low-scoring game. The Steelers win it. Yeah. But who knows? I'm taking the Steelers +3. That will do it for our NFL. I will allow you a few seconds to talk about your Icelanders as they played good hockey. Devil suck balls.
I wasn't even. I'm more about the U. That's
all right. Well, the floor is yours to talk a little college playoff. Oregon. Absolutely laid an egg tonight. Speaking of the Ducks, Indiana walks themselves to the finals in a good game last night. Miami beats Ole Miss, the Rebels. Their wonderful run ends with Carson Beck walking in the end zone to punch it in and punch the ticket for the U. Your thoughts on the college football playoff?
To all you Notre Dame fans, you can all stick it up your ass. Oh, we should have been in. Miami shouldn't have been in. No. We beat you back in September or in August, whatever the hell it was. Boy, it was a long time ago. Yes, we lost to Louisville. Other than that, I got to hear, yes, the SMU loss was a disgrace. But the bottom line is we beat Notre Dame head-to-head. And for you Notre Dame fans saying, yeah, that's right, we don't deserve to go to a bowl. Shame on Notre Dame. They think they're all high and mighty. No, you're not. You couldn't even make a 12-team playoff. That being said, James Madison shouldn't have been in Notre Dame. Should have. That probably would have changed the whole complexity of the playoffs. But Miami got in, and they've beaten everyone in sight. Now they – and here's a stat that you're not going to hear on Colton's other show. Miami Hurricanes have won 3 playoff games. Miami Dolphins have not won a playoff game since 1999. That's all I need to know about the Dolphins. Throw the checkbook at Harbaugh, Ross. Throw the checkbook at him. Anyway, I worry about Beck because he does have a noodle arm. The game's the following Monday, the 19th, right? So, yeah, we should have a podcast. I mean, well, I'll get into that. I know you got to go. But go you. That's right.
That's right. We'll talk more about that. Again, a big congratulations to one Alex on winning.
And by the way, I think the Islanders just scored on the Devils again. 9-0. Oh, my God. I had to get that little dig in.
Thanks, Phil. Yeah, appreciate everyone for tuning in. Longer show than I expected, but again, we did what we had to do to get this in. So congratulations to Alex. Go Steelers, Mr. Sasso, and we will talk to you all next week. Thanks again, everybody.
See you hopefully on Tuesday at 5 o'clock.